In the corresponding fixture last season, it was Rayo 0, Barcelona 7. Let's see if Barcelona can get anywhere near that. Your commentary team, Terry Gibson and Kevin Keatings.
Thanks, Scott. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the southeast suburbs of the capital, Madrid, and the tiny Vallecano stadium, small enough to only house 3 grandstands. The end away to our right-hand side, the goal being defended by Victor Valdés in this first half, has just a wall behind it and blocks of flats beyond that, of which several people, as Valdés has conceded the first corner. Deflection made it difficult for the goalkeeper, but some fans have got a bird's eye view in those blocks of flats behind that end of the ground, where they're watching this game for free and watching Jory Dominguez spotting up the first corner of the match. Rayo Vallecano have vowed to be bold here on their home patch and look to take the game as much as they can to the joint league leaders. Watching it alongside me is Terry, and what are you expecting here?
It's good to see initially the front three for Barcelona, Messi, Villa and Pedro. It's for me still the best trio that they can put out and their strongest starting lineup. Another central back pairing for Tito Villanova. And pleasing to see Paco Gemes' side there, going with 2 strikers, an attack-minded midfield, 2 wide players. Javi Fuego, for me, the real, truly holding defensive midfield player. Remember, Jory Dominguez from his Valencia days, an attacking player, second striker, maybe a striker.
4 changes to that Barcelona team that beat Celtic in the Champions League with that late Jordi Alba goal in midweek. Here's Fabregas, one of the players coming into the team, along with Busquets, Montoya and Villa. Bartra, Mascherano, who's suspended, Iniesta and Alexis are the players to make way. Barcelona, by the way, twice tried to appeal Mascherano's red card last week in the game against Deportivo. Unsuccessful in that. So their centre-back partnership of Song and Busquets is another change of many that Villanova has made. Did have a choice of playing Song and Adriano in there, Terry, but he's gone for Busquets.
Yep, it looks like it's Busquets alongside Adriano. Busquets and Song have clearly swapped over positions. Song going to play in the holding midfield role. Busquets going to play primarily in central defence. And Adriano, again, the unlikely centre-back pairing. No room for Bartra, the youngster who played so well midweek against Celtic.
Can't have done the 21-year-old's confidence much good. He was highly praised by all and sundry, Bartra, for his performance against Glasgow Celtic. Must have been very frustrated in seeing midfield players, wingers even, being chosen in the centre-back positions because of the injuries they've had there to Piqué and Puyol in particular. But he got his chance, seemed to take it in midweek, Bartra, but only on the bench.
Typical centre-back play there from Adriano. He's going to have to get mentally tuned in, twisting and turning on the halfway line. Beating the centre forward for Rayo Vallecano. Deli Basic then skipping his way into midfield. We knew tonight it was going to be another pairing that haven't played together, whether it was Adriano and Busquets or Adriano and Song, or Song or Busquets. I mean, there's no central defender there amongst the 3 of them, but we knew whichever pairing it was going to be was yet going to be another starting centre-back pairing for Tito Villanova.
The 7th different combination already this season. Xavi Hernandez. It's Busquets. Nice touch from Villa, who's flagged offside. Only David Villa's 3rd start of the season. It's very tight. Rayo Vallecano, just 1 win in the last 5, had a bright start to the season, 1-2 and drew the other in their opening 3 matches. They have been conceding freely of late. 16 goals have gone against them in the last 5 games. As you heard earlier, this corresponding fixture last season, Barcelona won 7-0. So foul by Jordi Alba, and it could be a yellow card, and I don't think he can have any complaints.
The referee makes exactly the right decision there. Jordi Alba, it's a reckless challenge. There's no need for him to make this challenge. It's not a very dangerous area of the pitch on Jose Carlos, and it's poor defending, whether it's the 5th minute or the 85th minute. That fully deserved the yellow card. Poor decision by Jordi Alba.
Jose Carlos with a free kick. It'll be a corner. Came off Adriano. A number of the Rayo Vallecano players began their careers at Barcelona. Goalkeeper Ruben, centre-back Rodri, and left-back Casado. Casado looking for the movement there of the captain, Pitti. Song looking to tidy things up.
An excellent defensive show there from Barcelona. We know about their attacking prowess, but defending that throw in there, back four ball shuffled over. Midfield was shuffled over. David Villa tucked back in as well, very deep in the midfield position.
Rayo Vallecano finished 15th last season. Lost an awful lot of goals from their squad though in the summer. The top scorer Michu went of course to Swansea City. Diego Costa, his loan period finished and is now back with high-flying Atletico Madrid. The other player to depart, Raul Tamudo. That'll be a goal kick.
That could very well be a really good feature of the game, that Jose Carlos against Jordi Alba. Jose Carlos, a player, a winger, out-and-out winger who likes to take defenders on. I think there's going to be a personal duel between those two. Of course, Jordi Alba is going to try and run him the other way whenever possible and make sure that Jose Carlos is doing more defending than he is attacking.
Best of clearances from Ruben. He was a little fortunate to find a Rayo teammate with that.
He's put under pressure by Jordi Alba. It wasn't a great pass back. It doesn't. The weight on the pass back to the goalkeeper was too heavy for him to really deal with first time. He didn't want to have a touch because he was going to get closed down by a Barcelona player.
Decent ball forward by Tito. Tremendous acceleration and change of pace over 10 metres there from Adriano. Barcelona haven't got it out though, and asking for a decision there, Rayo Vallecano. Fabregas made the challenge. I think they were expecting to get a free kick at least. But the way the arms went up in unison there, they thought they were going to get the benefit of the referee's decision and possibly a challenge inside the area. It's Fabregas on Leo Baptistao. That'll be worth another look. Rayo Vallecano have the corner. Should they have had a decision here?
It's outside the box. Initial contact from Fabregas. Yes, I think there is a foul. Certainly makes clear contact with Leo Baptistao. It's just outside the box. It should have been a free kick. Collects the ball there. Good movement, good turn on the half turn. Lets the ball run across his body, and he's clearly bolted by Fabregas.
Only partially away. It was a very good touch under pressure from David Villa. He was back defending on the edge of his own penalty area, and it's an area of the game that Paco Gemes, the coach of Rayo, says that his team will do. Press as much as they can. Barcelona high up the pitch. It was excellent defensive work there from Villa. Fabregas probably had his best game for Barcelona since he moved from Arsenal last week against Deportivo. There's Montoya. Dani Alves, incidentally, amongst the Barcelona substitutes, coming back from injury. More often than not, Terry, Alves would have gone straight back into the side, but he hadn't been in the best of form prior to his injury.
No, he hadn't, and Montoya's filled in really well. You see the offside against Barcelona. I'm sure Tito Bernardo is pleased to have another defender in the squad. Dani Alves will have to be content with sitting on the bench tonight. Montoya has been excellent since he's taken Dani Alves' place. Rightly keeps his position.
It's Casado's ball in.
It's been a good start for Vallecano. The game is very evenly matched. Attacking tactics from Paco Gemes. Certainly having an effect on the game. Not that Barcelona have things their own way.
Forward by Rodri. Comfortably away via Busquets.
He went for the spectacular. That was a spectacular long pass, wasn't it? It would have been an unbelievable volley if that had flown in the top corner. Again, good change of direction of the attack. Certainly pushing Barcelona back. They're testing this again. Makeshift back four for Barcelona.
There's Rodri. Tito. Referee says play on. Looked like a dive from Villa. Referee saw it that way. Barcelona can't get out. Valdes won't be troubled by the long-range shot.
Putting pressure high up the pitch. That starts with the two strikers, Deli Basic and Lau Baptista, and you see Javi Fuego there, punching into challenges. You see Choi Dominguez on his run forward there. There's a dive from David Villa, there was a dive perhaps from Choi Dominguez. The referee's not buying it though, in all fairness, credit to him.
There's Messi. We've got an overload here, Barcelona. Very quickly, having initially lost his position, Casado got in. Very important and timely challenge in there on Pedro.
Pedro's touch just affords the defender a chance to get there and make that block. It's a little bit heavy the touch from Pedro, his first touch. Ball gets away from him. Gives Casado the chance to get the block on.
Messi picking out Jordi Alba.
nudge from Casado on Fabregas. I don't think the ball was within playing distance of Fabregas, and that probably is what swayed the referee's mind there not to give a decision. But it was clumsy defending, foolish defending.
His eyes weren't following the ball, were they, Casado? Only one thing on his mind, just to halt the progress of Fabregas. It was risky defending. He didn't want the pass there, Adriano. Done enough to earn the throw, but danger signals were up. Here's the challenge. He just wasn't looking at the ball at all, Casado.
The more I see it, the more it's a penalty. You can't do that. That is a foul, it's a free kick, anywhere else on the pitch. I thought the ball was further away in terms of playing distance, but I don't think it was there on reflection. Looking at the replay again, I don't think Fabregas would have got there, but it certainly wasn't too far away from him. The referee to be swayed by the fact that Fabregas had no chance of getting there. We actually saw the body language and the look on Casado's face after the decision had been given. He looked at the referee as he was jogging his way out the pitch, and he looked mightily relieved.
Another referee on another occasion could quite easily have given that. The match official tonight is Perez Lassa. Something of a let-off for Rayo Vallecano. PT switching the play nicely here for Jose Carlos. And that's what they were trying to do, come in off that right-hand side onto that good left foot.
Yep, two left-footed wingers. Jose Carlos playing on the right side. Quite happy to come inside and try and wrap his foot around it. That time it's a shot, but there'll be a few crosses like that as well. Jordi Alba doesn't just let him do that at his own will. He has to still get there, block that cross, block that shot.
High off the ball there from Victor Valdez, who has been guilty of some high-profile errors this season. Don't want to be too critical. Got a goalkeeper who's been extremely consistent since he made his debut over 10 years ago, but one or two little moments like that have been noticeable this campaign. May, in some part, be because of the different defensive back fours he's had in front of him this season. Can't be easy for a goalkeeper.
I don't think he trusts the two central defenders as much as he trusts Puyol and Piqué, and that's clear. And there's loads of reasons why he doesn't, in terms of giving them the ball out from the back. You know, he's had all these different pairings. Looks to me in this match as if he trusts Busquets. He'll give him the ball and Busquets goes deep. And it's so important for Barcelona's play. It's not just about defending, it's where they start their attacks from. The two centre-backs pull into wide positions. Busquets drops into, when he's playing in midfield, into that central position. And they find a way somehow, even under the most extreme pressure, to get their way out the back. And I think with all the chopping and changing that's been enforced on Tito Vilanova, I think that's been lacking in Barcelona's play this season. And I think that's affected Valdez. You see him kicking the ball a lot more now than he used to when he had Puyol and Piqué either side, and he knew he could give the ball to them and trust them with it.
There have been comments in certain quarters trying to find other differences in Barcelona's style under Villanova from what we saw against Guardiola, but apart from the tendency, because of the examples Terry gave there of Valdez kicking longer more often, I don't think I can spot too many differences under the respective eras. Here's Messi. Certainly hasn't changed in his makeup of goals.
He hasn't scored for 20 minutes. I agree with you, Kevin. It's still the same cut and thrust in attacking positions, the rotation of positions between midfield players and attackers. No player passing the ball further than 20 metres at a time.
Oh, lovely run here from Villa! Barcelona in front. Perfectly timed run from David Villa. Quite a simple finish in the end, but the timing of the run was the key here.
It's relatively simple. Believe me, he makes it look simple. It's all about the timing of the pass, timing of the run, and a wonderful finish. He certainly does know his trade. It's a first-time finish past the goalkeeper. Keeps it on the floor, knows exactly where he's going to put that ball. That's another assist for Cesc Fabregas. 3 last week, another one today. Finding some real top form in midfield. Doing what he does best. In the attacking half of the pitch, creating chances, get on the end of chances.
Started every league game this season, Fabregas.
I don't think it's a coincidence, Kevin, that if he plays in that midfield 3 as well, that's his best position. He's taken the place of Iniesta tonight. In other games, he's taken the place of Xavi. I think he has to be facing the goal that he's attacking. He can make those late surging runs from midfield, be getting to the box unmarked and not picked up. I think when he plays with his back towards goal and he's holding the ball up, he hasn't got that pace of a David Villa or Pedro or Messi to play in that attacking trio. There's some player playing in that 3-man midfield. See there from Valdez, there was no option for him, and the right back pushes on Montoya. Busquets didn't pull wide enough to receive the ball. Put you on Piqué there, they pull level with a 6-yard box. They will drag players into positions, attacking players that they don't want to go to, and then when they do that, it leaves the space for Busquets. There's a lot more to it than what people think regarding the way Barcelona get the ball out the back from Valdez. And it's just not functioning properly at the moment.
The ankle injury sustained by Gerard Piqué is taking longer to heal than Barcelona expected. They felt initially that they would have had him back in time for tonight's game. Puyol out with a dislocated shoulder, so his absence is going to be for some time to come yet. Free kick against Jordi Alba.
He's the key player for Rayo Vallecano, Leo Baptista, 2 goals last week, just 20 years of age, just 20 as well. 4 goals this season for Rayo. Looking to fill the place of Partey to meet you. His first season in the first team, he's doing extremely well so far. He was in Barcelona, 1 or 2 problems when Rayo can't get forward.
There he is, Baptista, Brazilian.
It's been a good game, it's been a good effort from Rayo Vallecano. They shouldn't be too downhearted conceding that goal. To stick to their principles, stick to the game plan, just to try and get forwards, try and get players in the attacking half of the pitch, remain positive. It is difficult though, once you've been hurt by an attack from Barcelona. You know well before the game begins that they've got players that, give it a chance, will take it. For Rayo to have any chance in this game, they have to stick to the game plan, and let's try and attack Barcelona and try and get at that back 4. It's easier said than done, though.
Well, this is a club in the capital that very much bows the knee to Real Madrid in particular, and Atletico Madrid to a lesser extent. course, Getafe, another of the capital clubs in the Primera Division. But Rayo come from lesser stock, really. They only won promotion from the third tier of Spanish football 4 years ago, so they've come a long way in a short time. No budget to speak of at all, like a number of Spanish clubs are considerably in debt at the moment. It's going to be a booking here for Deli Basic for deliberate handball.
Again, it's hustle and bustle from the big striker, trying to win the ball back. He does put his arms up in the air.
Good deal of experience, Deli Basic, Montenegrin international.
It's his 9th club. That's what you mean, experience. It's his 3rd season here, and I think he's due a testimonial, isn't he, after he completes 3 seasons at one club.
Rare occasion, Rayo have been in behind that Barcelona back four. Spooned away by Song. There's Jordi Amat. Played in Barcelona derbies in his time with Espanyol. Never on the winning side. A yellow card now for Rodri. The referee can't ignore that, really.
So that Jordi Alba getting booked early on. Rodri there. He's asking for the same punishment. Clearly trips Pedro. He's an aggressive player as well, Rodri. That might hamper him now.
It's Messi's a quiet opening 27 minutes. Jordi Alba did well to reach that. Fabregas to David Villa.
Two other options for David Villa there when he finds himself on the edge of the box. Good work from Jordi Alba. Chased the lost calls, and so did Lionel Messi. Sorry, Fabregas, and he lays it back. David Villa, 1 or 2 other options. Blue and red shirts around the edge of the box, but 9 times out of 10 he goes for the shot.
Well, although Barcelona won this fixture last season by a very handsome margin of 7-0, that was their first win in 5 league visits here to the Vallecas. Historically, Rayo have had a decent home record. They've lost only 4 of 13 league meetings here. They're not always pushovers. Deli Basic. Tidied up comfortably by Jordi Alba. Oh, look at the difference in pace there. Pedro must have made up 6 or 7 meters there on Casado. Messi. Next time Pedro has the opportunity to have a run at Casado, you bet he's going to take it.
Oh, trying to play quite a high defensive line, halfway in their own defensive half.
Here's Messi, and now Xavi, and they're in here. Chance for Fabregas, moving with the save. Messi trying to help it in. That's all that Rayo can do to get it out for the corner.
But that high defensive line, they're doing it at times when there's no real pressure on the ball. Xavi there to Cesc Fabregas, who's getting forward every opportunity. Messi unlucky there not to get the rebound. As Tito eventually gets the header clear, and followed up, and they give away a corner.
which will be taken by Xavi Hernandez. It's just catching practice for Ruben, goalkeeper who made 3 senior appearances for Barcelona back in the 2004-05 season. Rodri, the centre-back, also played for the Barcelona first team. On the ball here, he made 8 appearances. Lovely touch from Xavi. And another taken on here by Messi. Now Villa. Trying to help it into the path of Messi again. Another Barcelona corner.
It just goes in that 2 or 3 seconds there. How difficult it is to play against Barcelona. That was a supreme touch from Xavi. Really flying away through for David Villa again. Was getting space on this side. It's the near side of the pitch.
In by Messi. Just mistimed that, Pedro, goalkeeper, really remonstrating with the defenders in front of him to allow Pedro that much room inside the penalty area. Probably should have done better there. Chori Dominguez. Here's Xavi. Now Villa. Fabregas. Messi. Pedro's got Montoya out wide. Challenge by Pitti on Pedro.
The referee makes the decision, then the assistant referee raises his flag after the referee is blowing the whistle. The assistant referee has got a better view of that. He didn't raise his flag initially. Slightly fortunate, I think, Barcelona to be awarded this free kick. David Villa taking up an interesting position.
Surely it'll be the left-footed Messi from this angle. Messi! Difficult to see from that initial angle just how far that was away from the right-hand post of Ruben.
It's always going wide of the far post. Once the goalkeeper does dive full length, he was pretty confident it didn't have enough curve to wrap itself and bend inside that far post.
Fabregas. It's another well-timed run. Keeper needed here. Just as well he was awake to the situation there. Pedro's pace frightening at times.
They're half committed, Vallecano, in winning the ball high up the pitch. But that's not going to be enough. We have to be fully committed. If Barcelona just find a little way out, there's a high defensive line from Vallecano, which is inviting those runs from deep in behind. Barcelona have got 1 or 2 decent midfield players that can find that type of pass to cut through that defence. I think the tactics are right. I just don't think the players really fully trust themselves and believe it enough to really push on and really close down high up the pitch. There's uncertainty there from Barcelona when they're trying to get out of the back as well.
Jose Carlos didn't trust the right foot. Now he's going to have to. It's not bad. Another one by Adriano. Valdez not troubled by the volley from Pitti.
It's the second spectacular volley of the night that he's tried. Again, unsuccessful, but good to see the one winger crossing it, the opposite winger getting himself in the box as well. Two strikers in there causing problems for the Barcelona defenders. Baptiste down, Deli Basic almost getting on the end of that cross.
Students of the world game, I'm sure, will recognise the strip of Rayo Vallecano, very famous Argentine club, where the distinctive red sash down the white shirt, Argentina's River Plate. Rayo have adopted this strip since River Plate used their training facilities back in the late 40s ahead of a friendly against Real Madrid. They gave them a set of shirts and they've kept them ever since. Messi, good run by Montoya to his right, wasn't used. Pedro, Montoya making another run forward. Pedro takes the tumble. The referee says no foul. Here's Pitti. Throw here to Rayo. Chori Dominguez. Tito. Chori Dominguez. No real pressure at all there on Montoya.
The amount of white shirts though that were getting themselves into an attacking position. We saw Tito pushing in there, the right back. Casado was high up the pitch.
Adriano. Jordi Alba. He's blocked off. The referee's going to book Jose Carlos for that. Deemed it to be deliberate obstruction. Third yellow card of the game already for Rayo. Have got one of the poorest disciplinary records in La Liga this season. They've had 33 yellow cards prior to tonight, 3 red. If they will get anything out of this game, they have to keep a full complement out there. Fabregas trying to scoop that into the path of David Villa.
Stems from Barcelona passing their way out the back. Jose Carlos there. We see Ryan's picked up the yellow card. Difficult to see whether it was intentional or whether Jordi Alba runs into Jose Carlos.
Here's Messi. Running into trouble. Pace comes in very handy for Adriano. At times he gets himself caught out positionally. Of course, it's not a position he's used to. It's a lovely pass into the path here of Messi. Jordi Amat did very well to hold him up, at least initially. Xavi. David Villa! Offside. That had to be close.
It's a smashing little phaser played out. He's offside. The assistant referee gets it right. Some excellent defensive work from Jordi Amat, because Messi looked through it in after a wonderful through ball from Xavi. Just prior to that, Martin Montoya did brilliant work out from the back, from right back, run right into the attacking half of the pitch, dribbling past players. It shows why Tito Vilanova has confidence in him to pick him ahead of Dani Alves.
David Villa's excellently taken goal, set up by Cesc Fabregas. In the 20th minute, still the difference. Son losing out. Came off a Rayo player last. Shot from Leo Baptistao. Like it was heading on target here.
Yep, it's Baptistao with a decent effort, deflects off Deli Basic. Cassano, the full-back, who won the ball in an advanced position. That's what I mean with Rayo. It has to be all or nothing. They can't be hesitant in terms of pressurising and closing them down, because if some players do it and some players don't, then they'll just get carved open and Barcelona break through that initial pressure.
Both these clubs, by the way, have Copa del Rey matches in midweek. 4th round. Rayo Vallecano have been drawn against the 2nd division club Las Palmas. Barcelona's opponents are Alaves. Might remember them from La Liga in fairly recent times. And UEFA Cup finalists a few years back against Liverpool. They're now playing in the regional league, 3rd tier in and around the Basque region. Tie, Barcelona should get through comfortably. Just a little collision there involving Tito and Villa. The crowd reacted, the referee didn't make much of it. Well there by Deli Basic initially. Victor Valdez makes a relatively comfortable save, but decent work there by Deli Basic.
Baptiste manages the ball. Busquets doesn't deal with it. Deli Basic is persistent, gets a decent strike in on goal. Victor Valdez, comfortable save. It's been a more than a good half for Rayo Vallecano. Just the 1 goal behind. We saw the stats there, 52-48% possession in favour of Barcelona. That's as close as it gets.
Offside. Villa.
It just goes to show how well Rayo had competed. But unfortunately, on a couple of occasions, perhaps the final ball lacking a little bit of quality. And close offside for Barcelona. And again, I think the right decision. Talk about Barcelona's various tactical systems and formations, but Rayo have been courageous enough against Barcelona for them to play almost a 2-4-4 formation. As we you said, both full-backs are pushed into midfield, both the wingers are pushed up high up the pitch. Tito Villanova warned these players that this will be a tough game, and it certainly is that so far. Just got their noses in front. Great finish from David Villa. Plenty still left in this game for the home team.
It's a poor touch by Tito. He's trying to work off that now, but he's happy to get a nudge in the back off Pedro.
That nudge didn't even compare to Casado's nudge, did it, on Fabregas?
Almost through our 1 minute of stoppage time. Well, Rayo Vallecano have been competitive in this first 45 minutes. It continues to be an absorbing watch at the Vallecas Stadium. David Villa with the only goal. Barcelona, we feel, should have had a penalty at 0-0, but they just have that one goal advantage at the break.
So that's the reason why.
OK, well, let's see if we can get the second goal. We join our commentary team, Terry Gibson and Kevin Keatings.
Welcome back to the Vallecas in Madrid. Barcelona have conceded the first goal in 6 of their 13 games in all competitions this season, but tonight they're defending that lead given them by David Villa's 4th of the season. No changes in personnel out there. Rayo Vallecano having 3 players booked in that opening half. Jordi Alba picked up a yellow card for Barcelona in the first 45. Yet another change in the back four. He's not fielded the same back four in successive games this season, Villanova. And they've been asked 1 or 2 questions from the spirited Rayo Vallecano side. Despite the fact they're behind, Terry, I think it would have been quite a positive home dressing room at the break.
Yeah, I think they're just... The coach, Paco Jiménez, will just be trying to reinforce the belief in his team that they can get something from this game in the way that he's asked them to play. They have no doubts. They've got nothing to lose. As I said, I think if they really do go for it in terms of pressurising it, winning the ball in the attacking half of the pitch, well, I really do believe that 1-0, that's obvious. They do genuinely still have a chance to get something from this match.
Certainly found goals hard to come by here, though, this season. Amazingly, they've scored 11 goals in the league this season. 8 have been away from home. That statistic very much points to a lack of creativity, perhaps. Maybe just pacey counterattacks have been the norm. And here's a lovely run from Montoya, and it's Messi! Inevitable! What a finish! And when he gets one, he normally doesn't stop at that, certainly not lately. It's his 16th of the season, and his 72nd in this calendar year as he hunts down Gerd Muller's world record 85 with a couple of months to break it.
It's a crushing blow from Rayo Vallecano. Barcelona do so well there. Montoya plays a huge part. It's a great cutback, really intelligent pass back to the edge of the box. Lionel Messi makes it look so easy. It's a thunderous shot. Accuracy is incredible. He wraps his foot around the ball slightly. It's not. He doesn't hit it with the laces. It's a controlled finish with power. It's just so depressing that he makes the game look so easy. That's not an easy challenge. Yes, he's unmarked on the edge of the box, perfect first touch, and then finds the top corner.
Handball here against Song. Wasn't it Gerard Piqué who came out with a great line about Messi's feet? He said they're not feet, they're like fingers. The way they just grasp around the ball, whether he's shooting for goal or moving the ball around an opponent. I thought summed it up perfectly. Control was instant. Whipped in by Chori Dominguez. And Valdez having to get down to make the save. A smart shot by Javi Fuego.
He backs up the play well here. The central midfield player, looking for bits and pieces when they spill out from the edge of the box. Good shot on target.
Well, they need a quick reply here. Rayo, oh, and they maybe should have had it.
I think this is a chance. Great response from Rayo to conceding that second goal. Basic at the near post. He's just beyond the near post when he gets contact with the ball, so he has to flick it. He can't head directly with power in towards that near post. Here we see the effort from Javi Fuego. Smart goalkeeping from Valdez.
Forward by Casado. Just looking at Las Bangura there, who'll be a likely substitute for Rayo Vallecano sooner rather than later in their current predicament. Alexis Sanchez. There's Deli Basic. Well policed here by Busquets. Messi. Xavi. Chori Dominguez. Now Fabregas. Messi needed to take the free kick from the wrong position. Jordi Amat back here with Ruben. Given no chance at all by Messi with that early second half goal. Nice touch from Xavi. This is David Villa.
That's a good example. Was Lionel Messi chasing the lost calls, forcing Ruben into a hurried clearance. Barcelona 2-0 to the good. Of course, then Barcelona pick up the next ball, the loose ball, straight back in. Barcelona nearly find themselves with a shot and goal. Rayo can take heart. Barcelona haven't kept a clean sheet in an away match this season in the league. Whilst their success for Barcelona is not going to be built on keeping clean sheets, it's all about attacking play. Tito Villanova.
Fed in by Pedro. It's inviting, but too much for Messi to deal with. But he got a thumbs up anyway, Pedro, for the attempt.
I'm sure Tito Villanova would be absolutely delighted if his team could go on and keep a clean sheet.
Not been too many of them this season. Barcelona have conceded 8 goals in their last 3 league games. Some included the 4 at Deportivo last week in that amazing match at the Rio. Barcelona 3-0 up after 18 minutes, but only edged the game by 5-4 in the end. Rayo fans wanting that to be construed as a back pass, couldn't be. There's Leo Baptistao, Jose Carlos. Jordi Alba will be happy to show him onto his unfavoured right foot.
He's going for the back pass. I've seen Adriano disguise 1 or 2 passes in his career, but I don't think that was a disguised back pass, even though he's Brazilian. Certainly not the class of Dani Alves when it comes to looking one way and passing the other.
Jose Carlos. Taken on here by Tito. So it's grateful gloves of Victor Valdez. Long-range attempt. Wasn't a bad one either. That was all of 40 metres from Valdez's goal. Javi Fuego with the effort. It's actually Jordi Amat, centre-back, who decided he'd have a pop here.
The player on loan from Espanyol fancying his chances against Victor Valdez from distance.
Offside against Chori Dominguez.
That's Bangura going through his warm-up. I'm sure Paco Jimenez can make this team any more attacking. Chori Dominguez there, caught offside. He's had to try all different formulas, Tito Villanova in the heart of defence. At the moment, they haven't conceded a goal. Perhaps this is the one. Adriano and Busquets. If anyone had Adriano and Busquets in the sweepstake for a central defender for Barcelona, very unlikely, I would consider.
This is Villa. Fabregas. Montoya. He's had another good game. Martin Montoya. Fabregas earns the corner. So it was the change that we expected would be first for the Rayo coach, Paco Jimenez. Las Bangura stripped and ready. They're not going to make it whilst they're defending the corner. Messi to take. Well, now Bangura can get on. It's the captain, Pitti, who's going to make way. So younger legs. Guinean international, only 20. Had some interest from Real Madrid, Las Bangura, in 2011. He's come up through the ranks here at Rayo. He'll certainly bring some extra pace to the home side's attacks. Captain's armband now around the arm of Javi Fuego. Tito. Jose Carlos. Casado.
Certainly younger legs than Pity, and certainly faster, and it's a positive move from Paco Gémez. Pity might be a little bit more responsible when it comes to defending aspects of the game, but it's a bold move from the Rayo coach.
Casado. Jose Carlos. Chori Dominguez, but with Carlos again. Casado got that better than Pedro. Here is Las Bangura. Looking to make an immediate impact.
That's inside Martin Montoya. Right-footed player playing on the left. Montoya now going to have to switch on. Now Las Bangura to the opportunity to do that. Quite as easy as that.
Jose Carlos. Now Tito. Jose Carlos again, with his favoured left foot, didn't begin to get hold of it as he would have wished. Given away by Adriano. Home side with plenty of white shirts forward here. Deli Basic with a touchdown. Don't think he meant it. Good save from Valdez.
Again, it was the attacking quartet, wasn't it, from Rayo? Their bodies in now. Ball breaks free eventually on the edge of the box. Javi Fuego again, backing up the play. Again hits the target. Another good save from Valdez. That's a really good save.
Offside against Pedro.
It's a smash and spill for the home team. They're very much on top. Just the odd bouts of attacking play from Barcelona. Paco Gémez sticking to the tactics with the wingers on the, you'd call the opposite sides that they would prefer. Bangura right-footed on the left, Jose Carlos left-footed playing on the right. He's hoping the fullbacks and therefore will give them added width as well. Javi Fuego's been smashing in midfield. He's been solid defensively. He's covered every blade of grass. He's got forward as well. He's backed up the play. So he knows he can be the trigger for the closing down for the players in front of him. Encouraging them to press and go and win the ball back.
Chilean international Alexis Sanchez. His arrival into the match is imminent. Down goes Xavi. Xavi picked up an award this week along with Iker Casillas. He jointly received Spain's prestigious Prince of Asturias Award, which honours achievement in sporting, cultural, scientific and other realms. Casillas and Xavi won it in recognition of their contribution in bringing harmony and success to the national team. And in some respects, harmony back to the Clásicos. David Villa coming off, the man who got the opening goal. Here it is, fed by Fabregas. Came in the 20th minute. And has had a decent game, and only his third start of the season. Alexis enjoyed playing against Rayo last season. He got 3 goals in the 2 league meetings.
Still nursing him through, don't they, David Villa? It's around the hour mark. Of course, they know far better than you and I sitting here watching. See him in training every day, and I don't think he's very far away now from being 100% fit, letting off the leash. He'll be disappointed tonight. He's been brought off at this stage of the game. It'd be disappointing if it wasn't.
Still plenty of energy in this Rayo side. Next goal, absolutely crucial. Oh, given away. It's a gift here for Messi. Nowhere near the target in the end. They presented that on a plate to Leo Messi.
It's a through ball from the Rayo Vallecano player. Couldn't have been any better from Lionel Messi once he gets through again. Jordi Amat does well, doesn't give it up. Sticks with Lionel Messi stride for stride. Puts enough pressure on him to make the young Argentine miss the target.
Fabulous defensive work off the front line there from Alexis. Something that's highlighted this wonderful Barcelona team in recent years, their ability to defend so well via the front three.
See loads of little touches, goes for the little dink that we've seen so successful in the past on so many occasions. This is the target now. He's always going wide of the far post.
Here's Las Bangura. Uses out to Busquets.
Smashing play there from Son. As soon as Busquets stepped out, he stepped straight back in the centre-back. He's certainly learning the Barcelona way quickly. In that position, looks far more comfortable playing in that holding defensive midfield role.
Nice touch there from Pedro. Offside against Alexis. Decent ball forward by Casado. This is Las Bangura. He might have been going for goal there, but I suppose he was playing the percentages games. If he miscued it, as indeed he did, it almost turned into a very good cross.
I don't think the power here, and you see how high they are playing the offside. It was a close one again. Opinion there for a handball against Adriano.
Rayo Vallecano ready to make another change. Casado coming off. Nicky Bille, who's on a season's loan from Villarreal. A loan spell at Elche last season, the Danish striker. Having to defend at the moment, Rayo Vallecano. Barca wanted to put it to bed and went too far away from doing so, agonisingly out of the reach of Xavi.
Certainly going for broke now with another striker coming on for a defender. Might leave spaces at the back, it will leave spaces at the back for Barcelona to exploit, just couldn't do so. On that occasion, the cross, being right-footed, always swinging away from Xavi. Difficult for the midfield player to get that definitive touch on it.
Well, Paco James, the Rayo coach, said his team would be bold, and they have been that. I thought he came out with some ill-chosen words about Celtic's performance in the Champions League at the Camp Nou in midweek, when the Rayo coach said he would be ashamed to adopt Celtic's tactics. There are different ways to face Barcelona, and Celtic were seconds away from a highly creditable draw in midweek. And I'd like to think some of his words were lost in translation, and he He didn't mean them the way they came out.
This is his first season in the top flight, so it's the first time he's played Barcelona, so how would he know? His team have done well tonight, I'll give him respect for that, but other than that, I think his words are particularly poorly chosen. Celtic were really unlucky. 94th minute, Jordi Alba goal, bit of a scramble goal as well. To lose by the odd goal at the Camp Nou.
Well, if the Celtic fans weren't already looking forward to the home game against Barcelona, of course they were. Takes on added interest after the match in midweek. Here's Xavi. Calls for handball. Referee just motioned that he was about to blow the whistle against Song, but decided not to. How did Messi deliver the pass there? The referee has pulled play back.
This could be red. That was such a bad tackle from Jordi Alba. It's a scissor tackle from behind. This is the next match through suspension. But this is a very nasty challenge from behind. He can't win the ball. Look, right leg, left leg. Just chops down Lionel Messi. Should have been a yellow card for the right-footed lunge and a yellow card for the left-footed.
Chori Dominguez, for dissent, has also joined Amat in the book. They felt that was a handball by Song. It was.
Yeah.
Five Rayo players now on a yellow card. It's Messi! It's a decent stop. One he'd expect to make, I think, but he read it well, Ruben.
It's always good to see the goalkeeper make the catch as well. Losing their heads a little bit now, feeling sorry for themselves, feeling that things are not going their way. Keeping it out with the chest control. Enough of the chest on that, not to be a handball.
Forward by Rodri. There's Bangura. And the mood not being lightened here by referee Perez Lassa's latest decision against the home side. Franco Vasquez is going to be the last of the Rayo substitutes. Midfield player. Fabregas. Pedro. Song. Xavi back to him via Messi. Montoya. Xavi. Forward by Chori Dominguez. Busquets first to read that.
It comes to a three-man central defence, Rayo, which means Bangura is going to have to be a left-sided wing-back, which he's not going to do. He's a left winger, he's a right winger, left winger. Out and out attacking players, so they're going to be 3 against 3 on lots of occasions now, Barcelona.
This is Fabregas. Messi. And a free header in there and offside. Alexis, still very good save from Ruben.
Yep, Alexis Sanchez in an offside position. We have a 9-2 problems at the moment, so which is a handball, which is a chest control.
Leo Baptistao makes way for Franco Vasquez. Argentine, currently on loan from the Italian club Palermo. Troy Dominguez.
He's done okay, hasn't he, midfield? Troy Dominguez. We're used to seeing him going high up the pitch for Valencia. So good effort from Lionel Messi, good save from Ruben.
Song, it's very high Rayo back line, but effectively catches Alexis in the trap.
I hate to say it is a fault of Alexis Sanchez getting caught offside on too many occasions, but he should find it quite easy to break that offside trap. The way he's run, make it from a bit deeper. He's going to get more opportunities. 15 minutes to go, the way that they're playing Rayo Vallecano out.
Busquets. Xavi Hernandez. Now Song. Pressed the ball well there. Rayo. Got a free kick against Alex Song. Ironic applause from the home fans for the referee. Paco Gemes wondering why the referee is signalling him out. Maybe he was joining in the sarcastic applause.
So there's 20,000 people done it. He's picked on me. And all those people on the balcony behind the goal as well.
Gemes is still remonstrating. He's been sent from the technical area for his misdemeanor, whatever that was deemed to be. I think the referee reacting to his fourth official. A gesture, a word out of place. Paco Gemes sent from that technical area.
He'd be straight up to one of those flats, wouldn't he? Get a viewpoint from one of those balconies.
Rayo desperate for the next goal in the game, and they might have had it. What a waste from Rodri. Shakes his head, the former Barcelona youth team player, stolen unseen.
He's looked to Elders there, urging his teammates to remain fully focused, make sure they concentrate, and they switch off. He's determined to keep the clean sheet. The angle is quite acute. Could he have cut it back? He's probably gone for glory at the near post. But anything back across the goal out might have paid dividends.
Tremendous run by Jordi Alba. That's it. Game over. Xavi Hernandez. Devastating. So difficult to defend Barcelona when they're alert, intelligent, and the movement and the finish from Xavi Hernandez, quite delightful. All 3 points heading back to Catalonia.
Yeah, it's just a simple goal. It's routine. It's a little give and go from a throw-in. Jordi Alba once he gets past Tito there. Jose Carlos. Again, he has the intelligence to make the cut back. They do that so well, the Barcelona players. He cuts it back. And that's an extremely difficult technique there for Xavi. From that distance as well. He hasn't got much to aim at. He has to hit it first time. That's exactly what he did. Smashing finish from the midfield maestro.
Something of a milestone. It is his 50th La Liga goal. Pace here of Pedro. Decision has gone against him. He's disappointed about that.
It's difficult, isn't it, when you play Barcelona? You're 2-0 down. I wonder if there's a cut-off point where you think we're not going to get back into it now. We can't leave ourselves too open at the back, because that's what's going to happen now. We're going 3 at the back and asking wingers to play slightly more, well, a lot more defensive than they would normally do, and at the same time get the goals.
In by Pedro, it's 4. Fabregas. With ruthless efficiency, Barcelona stretching out now ahead of Atletico Madrid to a 3-point advantage ahead of Atleti's match on Sunday.
He's been doing it all night. He's been getting into really good attacking positions in the box. He's been a provider in the last couple of games. Now he gets himself on the score sheet. Excellent cross from Pedro. Plenty to aim at, though. Loads of space in the 18-yard box. Fabregas. The important thing is making that determined run at this stage of the game to show his hunger and desire to get the goal. Once he gets there, there was no doubt he was going to side-foot that in past Ruben for the 4th goal for Barcelona.
So Marc Bartra on to replace Jordi Alba, which will allow Adriano to drop into his more accustomed left-sided position, left back, and Bartra in to partner Busquets. An 8th different centre-back partnership this season. There's plenty more Spanish football to enjoy this weekend. Atletico Madrid joint leaders with Barcelona before a ball was kicked this weekend at home to Osasuna, 7 o'clock, Sky Sports 1 HD, followed by Real Madrid's trip to the island of Mallorca on the same channel. Our online offering via Sky Sports Extra, Valladolid Real Sociedad 8:30 Monday. All the goals in the highlights programme on Tuesday. Pedro.
I know if Tito was considering introducing young Teo. He's got half a pitch to run into. Loads of Rayo Vallecano players. He's chosen to go for Jonathan Dos Santos. That'd be a relief to the Rayo Vallecano defenders. But it isn't Teo. One of the Barcelona central defenders now is that by trade. Xavi just holding the bottom of his ankle. I guess that's going to be the change. Coming from Dos Santos for Xavi. Does he get caught here? Vasquez. Run-of-the-mill challenge, nothing untoward. Just a little knock, I think, on the call of Xavi.
Yet another influential performance for the captain in the absence of Carlos Puyol. And a rare glimpse this season of Jonathan Dos Santos, the Mexican international. In fact, it's his first involvement of the season, the 22-year-old midfielder. Scoreline's somewhat harsh, I feel, on Rayo Vallecano for the effort they put in. Don't really deserve to be on the end of this particular scoreline at the top of your screen. A lot of people who haven't seen the game will think that, yeah, it was routine for Barcelona. Another simple away win. They've had to work for this, make no mistake. Hardly been any periods of this match, Terry, where they've visibly been coasting.
No, but the big difference between the two teams has been the quality of the finishing, the quality of the final ball, the cutbacks. Laid the ball on a plate for Villa's goal, Messi's goal, Xavi's and Fabregas, excellent attacking play.
This is Alexis Messi. It's a rare bad miss from Lionel Messi. Beautifully supplied here by Alexis.
You'd expect Messi to do better from there.
Tito is saying, I could have put that one in. Not sure he could. But a word, Terry, on Villanova's season so far, taking over from the great Pep Guardiola. They're going to reach 25 points in the first 9 games of a La Liga season for only the second time in their history.
That says it all. I think it's been absolutely brilliant so far. He's had to deal with a lot with the defensive players missing. He's been courageous. What's impressed me most of all is that he's seen when it's right to make changes during the matches. The way he's handled himself, I expected no different. He's worked under Pep Guardiola, works alongside Pep Guardiola. He knows how Barcelona works. But the important thing for me was how he would manage the team during a game. And I think it tells itself. I think 7 goals this season from Barcelona have come from substitutes that have come onto the field of play when he's thought it was the right time to make the change. Tactically, he's been really good, really astute. And I think it's been absolutely superb. Doesn't surprise me, though. Not come as a real surprise. He's got a quality team, brilliant footballers.
Here's Messi. It's timed well to the run of Pedro. Oh, he was trying to catch out Ruben at his near post there. That was heading into the back of the net. Goalkeeper had to be aware here.
It's a cheeky effort in the end from Pedro. Initially tries to supply Alexis Sanchez. Jordi Amat really crashed into a few challenges now. He could do with a final whistle. Just losing his head slightly, the youngster. There's Carlos and Adriano there. I'm sure their paths crossed in their Sevilla days. Former teammates.
Just see by those possession stats that Barcelona haven't had as much of the ball as they normally enjoy. It won't be a surprise to Villanova. He said prior to the match that he didn't feel that Rayo Vallecano would concede possession a great deal in this game. They haven't. They have been brave. They promised to be. You rather get the feeling they're not going to be heavy goal scorers this season. As Terry points out, it's been the principal difference tonight.
Alexis Sanchez was in an offside position, but he doesn't touch the ball. Fabregas makes the run from deep.
In for a fifth, maybe. It's Messi. Oh, yes. Just not prepared for one in a game. I think you go back to early April for the last time. He scored only once. When he gets on the sheet, he'll always be after more. And he now joins Salva Ballesta, the last player to score 11 goals after 9 league games of a season. That was back in 99-2000.
He'll just lift it over the top, drops his shoulder, touches it round Ruben. It's a slightly difficult angle, but he was never going to miss from there.
League goal number 13 of the season.
That'd mean the world to him, wouldn't it, joining Salva Ballesta? And he looked.
It'll mean the world of Salva Ballesta, that's for sure. Here's Las Bangura, offside. That goal for Messi, by the way, mentioned his tally in this calendar year, that he's chasing down Gerd Muller's world record, which has stood since the early 70s of 85 in a calendar year. Well, he's now on 73, and that goal he's just scored took him past the legendary Pelé, whose best was 72.
That's a better comparison, isn't it? Pelé and Messi.
Yeah. Let's take Salva Ballesta out of the equation and slot Pelé in there. It's just unbelievable goal scoring from the world's best. On the wrong side again. They're going to make it 6, are they? No. Ruben's had enough. Well, Alexis disappointed he couldn't get beyond the goalkeeper here. Suspicion of offside.
He should finish this. Doesn't really get, he's going for the little lob, but there's nowhere near enough height on the finish. Alexis Sanchez, he needs goals. He needs to boost his confidence.
Las Bangura. They'd be certainly deserving of a consolation goal, Rayo Vallecano. Said the scoreline's tough on them, but let's take nothing away from this efficient Barcelona performance, particularly in this second half. Rayo took a risk, took off a defender to bring on a striker. Ultimately, they paid the price for it, but as you said early in commentary, Terry, they had nothing to lose tonight.
I think they gave it a really good go. The crushing blow for them was conceding the second so early in the second half. I think about a 10-15 minute spell where they could have gone for Barcelona and put more pressure on to try and get that equaliser, but when Messi got the second.
Added on time in stoppage time. Victor Valdez hungry for a clean sheet. Looks as though he's going to get it. He is going to get it. And Barcelona march on imperiously under Tito Villanova. A comfortable final scoreline, and he will be full of credit for the opposition's performance. 5-0 at the Vallecas.